Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. Alright, you guys. I want to talk about the Pepsi commercial that featured one of the Kardashian / Jenner sisters. I don't even know which one it was. I can't remember. There's so many of them. But anyway, to make a long story short, apparently there was this commercial that came out yesterday that was damn near instantly pulled due to the backlash. It featured one of those Kardashian / Jenner sisters, you know, being at the scene of a protest. And she walks up to one of the cops and she hands them a Pepsi. You know, like, you know, if you drink a Pepsi, it'll stop all this, you know, protesting and violence whatsoever. But anyway, most people thought it felt that it was poking fun and making a mockery out of the Black Lives Matter protest, Black Lives Matter movement. Now, I've already said on several occasions that I don't support the organization Black Lives Matter for other reasons, but I support the movement. You know, it's totally different, the organization and the people that protest. You'll never understand unless you look like me. So, I'm not going to explain that to you. But, anyway, a lot of people felt offended by that, which rightfully they should. There are actual black men and women that have been killed, unarmed or armed, or possibly they thought was armed by the police. And a lot of people didn't take too kindly to that, and it's like you're disrespecting the lives of those black men and black women that have been murdered by the police by saying, oh, well, just drink a Pepsi and everything will be okay. But the commercial was pulled. Now, we already know that, you know, the sellouts are going to defend Pepsi's actions. Now, I can tell you, as a guy that had been in some of those boardrooms, you know, in some of them rooms, a lot of times these people that write these ads and jingles or come up with these ideas, some of them are failed comedians, some of them are writers trying to make their way into Hollywood by, you know, working for these corporations. And some of these dudes think that this stuff is actually funny. They think that you can cure everything with laughter, and that's not the case. I think it's certain things you just shouldn't make fun of. I don't think you should ever make a mockery out of black people being killed by the police. It's just certain lines you just shouldn't cross. But then these companies do it all the time. And then when they receive the backlash, they try to play stupid and say, oh, well, that wasn't our intentions. Oh, it was your intentions. That's what exactly you were trying to do by making that commercial. You were trying to make a mockery out of it. A lot of times, don't be fooled by that, oh, this wasn't our intentions. What you saw on the commercial was their intentions. And I'm sorry, you cannot cure a serious issue with laughter. That wasn't funny. I went and saw the commercial. I did not find it funny. And I don't think that any black person should find that funny, especially if you are a black person that have lost a family member, you know, due to possible police brutality. You know, so yeah, Pepsi, don't be fooled. They knew exactly what they were doing. They just didn't think that they were going to catch that, you know, the backlash and the outrage that they received. But then again, maybe they did. Maybe they thought not as much. Because see, how many times have I told you guys, this is the point that I've been trying to prove to y'all when I make these videos, that a lot of these companies and a lot of people think that it is okay to poke fun at black people. They think it's funny. They get off on that. So, you know, they think they can get away with doing that. Because they think in a lot of cases that the black community isn't going to say nothing, and then they feel like they're going to have these, you know, coon protectors, you know, white supremacist protectors stand in front of them and take a hit for them. But people need to realize, man, that, you know, coons are getting pushed out the way. And I'm proud of the black black community for standing up for this, because they should, and we should keep doing this. We shouldn't allow these companies to blatantly disrespect us and think that they can get away with it. It has to stop here. Just like, you know, the Popeye chicken commercial with Jerry Rice. Like I said, I still to this day don't like talking about that, but I'm glad that that commercial got pulled. I thought that was one of the most offensive commercials I had ever saw in my life. It was just blatantly offensive. So, yeah, we have to keep, we have to keep striving. We have to keep fighting a good fight. We have to let these companies know you're not going to disrespect us and get away with it. Now, as far as blaming the Jenner/Kardashian, whatever the hell she is, I wouldn't put too much blame on her, because a lot of times, she is relatively young, so a lot of times they don't know how these commercials are presented to them, because these guys can talk really good when they're presenting the pitch for the commercial. Now, Jerry Rice, that's a different story. Jerry Rice did several commercials while he was an active football player. So as far as the Popeyes chicken commercial go, it's no excuse for him to justify doing that commercial, because I used to see Jerry Rice in commercials all the time when I was young. But the Jenner sister, if you want to be mad at her, then that's fine, but I wouldn't put the sole blame on her, because at the end of the day, we really need to blame Pepsi for this. So that's all I have to say. You know what? I'm out.